Mbeki failed to impose his preferred successor.
True.
Zuma failed to impose his successor. And these were very strong precedents, by the way,
Who
stronger than
will
Cyril.
succeed
Cyril will not
Cyril
succeed to
Ramaphosa
impose
as
his
ANC
preferred
president
successor. So
in the
if it
upcoming
gets to, say,
ANC
September
conference,
next
which
year,
will be held
he
in
will
2027.
he will not interdict, because he will
Ladies
know
and gentlemen,
in any
fellow
case,
South
I'll be out
Africans,
of office.
welcome back
What I
to
know is
Izwi
this:
Labansundu, the
Cyril
voice for
Ramaphosa
Africans, the
will
voice
not
of the
present
people.
the state of the nation.
The race to
address for
succeed
2028.
President Cyril Ramaphosa as leader
So it's a question
of the African
in your
National
mind,
Congress is slowly
whether
taking
he
shape
leaves
ahead
before
of the
State of
ANC's
Nations
2027
2028,
National
just before or
Conference.
some period.
Although
before that.
ANC
You
leaders
don't see it
continue to
going
insist
29.
that it is
No,
too
definitely
early to
not
discuss
29.
Yeah.
And
succession,
when he's out,
political discussion
then,
inside and outside the movement suggest
Arthur Fraser's
that
case will
several
fold, and
powerful
you will now
figures
see
are
him
already
actually
being viewed
the law enforcement
as
agencies
potential
knowing that he is
contenders.
out. They will now
Today we
pursue
ask
him.
a very
And
important
that's
question.
when you will see the ball
Who
rolling
will
towards
succeed
getting him into a
Cyril
prison.
Ramaphosa
Absolutely,
as
and
ANC
as you
president
say,
in
the same
2027?
precedents that bound
And
Zuma will
perhaps
bind him.
even
I look right
more
now,
importantly,
Zuma,
who
all
among the
legal
possible
fees he spent
candidates
while he was
stands
president,
the best chance of
their
becoming
attempts to claw them
the next
back.
president of South Africa?
I would shudder. I wonder
Let
how
us get
much
into
public
it.
money has been spent
Since
already
1994, the
in this
ANC
delay
president has
strategy on Phala Phala.
almost
It
always gone
it
on
must
to
be in the
become
tens of millions.
the president of South Africa whenever the ANC remains the governing party. That is why the ANC's internal leadership battles often become more important than the national elections themselves. Cyril Ramaphosa's term as ANC president is expected to come to an end in 2027. And naturally, discussions have begun about who should take over from him. The ANC finds itself at a difficult moment in its history. The party lost its outright majority in the 2024 elections and was forced into a so-called government of national unity. This has created uncertainty about the ANC's future direction and leadership. The next ANC president will inherit a movement that is facing declining electoral support, internal factional battles, economic challenges, and increasing competition from opposition parties. So who are the main contenders? Contender number one, Paul Mashatile. The first and perhaps most obvious candidate is ANC Deputy President Paul Mashatile. Historically, the Deputy President of the ANC often becomes the front runner to succeed the sitting president. Mashatile currently occupies the second highest position, in both the ANC and government. Many political observers believe that he enters the race with significant advantages. Firstly, he already has a national visibility. Secondly, he has extensive experience within ANC structures. Thirdly, he occupies the position from which previous ANC leaders have launched successful presidential campaigns. However, Mashatile's path is not guaranteed. He remains a controversial figure in some sections of the ANC and among certain voters. Questions about public perception and factional support could become major obstacles. Nevertheless, if branch structures decide to follow traditional ANC succession patterns, Mashatile may begin the race as the favorite. Number two, Fikile Mbalula. Another strong candidate is ANC Secretary General Fikile Mbalula. As Secretary General, Mbalula controls one of the most influential offices within the ANC. His position gives him direct interaction with branches across the country and allows him to build relationships throughout the organization. Mbalula has repeatedly stated that succession debates are premature, but his name consistently appears whenever discussions about Ramaphosa's success emerge. Supporters argue that he is energetic, politically skilled, and capable of reconnecting the ANC with ordinary voters. Critics, however, question whether he can unite all ANC factions behind a single vision. The question for Mbalula will be whether he can transform organizational influence into branch nominations. Candidate number 3, Ronald Lamola. One of the rising stars within the ANC is Ronald Lamola. Compared to many ANC veterans, Lamola represents a younger generation of leadership. He has served in important government positions and has developed a reputation as a polished and articulate politician. Many analysts believe Lamola could appeal to ANC members who want generational renewal without completely abandoning the party's traditional structures. The challenge for Lamola is whether he can build enough support among provincial structures. The ANC is still a branch-driven organization, and popularity in the media does not always translate into votes at conference. But make no mistake, Lamola is a name that will continue to feature prominently as 2027 approaches. Candidate number 4, Thoko Didiza. Another name frequently mentioned is Thoko Didiza. Didiza served in various leadership positions and is often viewed as a leader capable of bringing stability and unity. At the time when the ANC factions remain deeply divided, some members may seek a consensus candidate who is viewed as less divisive than other contenders. Could Didiza become that compromise candidate? It is certainly possible. If ANC politics, in ANC politics, compromise candidates often emerge when leading factions are unable to agree on a single dominant contender. Candidate number 5, Kgosientsho Ramokgopa. Minister Kgosientsho Ramokgopa has also emerged as a name being discussed within ANC circles. His role in government and his involvement in addressing South Africa's energy challenges has increased his national profile. Supporters see him as a technocratic leader with strong administrative abilities. Whether that translates into conference votes remains uncertain, but his name continues to appear in succession discussions. The wild cards. Politics is full of surprises. There are several names that could emerge unexpectedly before 2027. One of those names is Tokyo Sexwale. Reports indicate that certain ANC structures, particularly in KwaZulu-Natal, have begun discussing the possibility of Sexwale returning to frontline leadership. Another name generating speculation is businessman Patrice Motsepe. Although no formal campaign has been confirmed, discussions around a possible Motsepe candidacy have already generated debate within ANC circles. Some observers view him as a potential unity candidate. Whether either of these figures ultimately contest remains unclear. But South African politics has taught us never to underestimate the power of a surprise candidate. What will determine the winner? The winner of the 2027 ANC conference will not simply be determined by popularity. Several factors will play a major role. First, branch nominations. The ANC remains a branch-driven organization, and branch delegates ultimately decide leadership contests. Second, provincial support. Provinces such as KwaZulu-Natal, Gauteng, and the Eastern Cape will play a critical role in determining the outcome. Third, factional alliances. ANC leadership battles are often won through coalitions rather than individual popularity. Finally, the performance of the so-called government of national unity. The political environment between now and 2027 could significantly influence which candidate branches view as the best person to lead the ANC into the future. My assessment, at this stage, Paul Mashatile appears to be the front-runner simply because he is already deputy president and occupies the traditional succession position. However, ANC politics is unpredictable. Fikile Mbalula possesses organizational influence, SSG. Ronald Lamola represents generational renewal. Thoko Didiza could emerge as a consensus candidate, and she's also a female. Ramakgopa continues to build his profile. And wildcard candidates could still enter the race. The reality is that 2027 remains a long way off. Many political events can occur between now and then. In conclusion, South Africa is entering a period of political transition. The ANC's next conference will not simply determine who leads the party. It could determine who leads South Africa for years to come. The question is no longer whether Cyril Ramaphosa will be succeeded. The question is who will succeed him. Will it be Paul Mashatile? Will Fikile Mbalula emerge victorious? Will Ronald Lamola represent a new generation? Or will a surprise candidate shock the nation? Only time will tell. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Who do you believe will become the next ANC president in 2027? If you enjoyed this analysis, do not forget to like, subscribe, and join and share. This is Izula Banzundu. My name is Tebus Kosana. Thank you for watching.